Hello, music lovers. Thanks so much for dropping by today, especially since it's Mother's Day. And it got me thinking about some of my favorite songs about mothers. Now, they may not be the sweetest songs, they may not be like appropriate for this day, but nevertheless, they're songs about mothers that just come to mind, my top five. Number five is going to be Mother Father by Journey from the Escape album. That's a tough song. That's about divorce, a husband that winds up becoming an alcoholic and everything. But Steve Perry delivers it with so much power and so much, I don't know what you want to call it. There's a lot of soul to that song. And so worth giving it a listen. By the way, I'm going to put a link in the description to each of the songs in case you want to take a trip down memory lane. So that's a great one from Journey. At number four is going to be Mother's Talk by Tears for Fears. Remember that song? It didn't get a lot of attention. It was a single, but it didn't get a lot of attention because it was amongst so many great songs on that Songs from the Big Chair album, the one with Shout and Head Over Heels. And oh yeah, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Remember that one? That was... it's one of my favorite songs, actually. It's a really, really well done song. Love the guitars, just love the whole flow and feel of that song. But we're talking about Mother's Talk. That song actually is about nuclear war. It was based on a book that was written about this elderly couple that have to deal with a nuclear war. And so it has to do with that. It has to do with your mother telling you not to make a face or else it'll freeze and you won't, you know what I mean? It has stuff to do with that. But always thought that was a pretty quirky little cool tune off of that album. Okay, number three is going to be Tie Your Mother Down by Queen from Day at the Races. And, that song is about, look, I want you. And, if we got to tie your mother to a chair, we're going out tonight. And if your brother gets in the way, then we'll send him swimming with the brick. So this guy meant some business. That song was written by Brian May. Always loved the riff on that song. It's a great, great classic Queen song. Love it. Number two on my list is going to be Mother by The Police. Remember that one? When Synchronicity came out, I remember, loving that album, but side one was so different than side two. Side one was very nerve-wracking. It had this nervous kind of thing about it. And Mother was like the pinnacle of all that. It's an Andy Summers song, and it's about an overbearing mother, and he starts singing about how every girl that he goes out with becomes his mother in the end, and it's just a real scary. It's kind of a scary song, and you feel for this guy, But always did love that song, even though it was really, really weird. Sting didn't have to worry about any competition in the songwriting department. Andy stuff and Stewart stuff were very, very different than what Sting was doing, and that was good. It actually offered a little bit of a break. So that's my number two. Number one song about mothers, come on. It's got to be Mother by Pink Floyd, as featured in The Wall, which is one of my favorite all-time albums. That's an amazing concept album. There's so much to go into there, but Mother was just, like at the beginning of this guy's journey through his entire life, and, kind of his mother telling him that, she'll do everything that she can to protect him from the ills of the world, but we know how well that went. But it's a kind of an innocent, sweet kind of song, and I always loved it, and I loved it live on the last tour that Roger Waters did when he did The Wall. I went to go see that, I saw that in Nashville, and that was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. You have to get the DVD of that tour. It's just amazing. And Mother, the way that it was used in that show, they used old footage, I think from the Wall tour. So you had Roger Waters kind of singing with himself from old footage. Just beautifully done. That whole tour was just amazing. So those are my top 5 songs. Mother, Father from Journey. Mother's Talk from Tears for Fears. Number 3, what was number 3? Oh yeah, how could I forget? Number 3 was Tie Your Mother Down from Queen. Number 2, Mother by the Police. And number 1 was Mother by Pink Floyd. So what about you? You got any songs that, make you think of your mother? Or I mean songs that, could be about a mother. That's what I mean. So put your comments below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Tell your mother that you love her if you can. And also be sure to subscribe. And I will talk to you later.